Shoobity wop me oobity wop me oop-a-doo now.
Peggy 18.
Actually, this game has not been rated by Peggy, but it does contain graphic violence and probably shouldn't be played by anybody. My ancestor, Google, is 27 years old today. Can you actually believe that? Ol' Grandpa G is what we called him. He had the best stories growing up. Sorry, where was I? Oh yes, death. Once at least 12 of you have joined using the room code provided, we shall begin. 11 of you will be eliminated, but 1 of you will be turned into a song. Probably involving Google and its 27th birthday. Please stand by whilst I ruminate on who will join the process. Dorban has joined the process. Solomon has joined the process. Targets has joined the process. Conrad has joined the process. Cola has joined the process. Grams has joined the process. Silver Electron has joined the process. FLYB0Y1 has joined the process. Clive has joined the process. Mondabong has joined the process. Dorothy has joined the process. Stimpson Sangle has joined the process. You will face 11 multiple choice questions. Answer on your devices. One player who answers incorrectly will be eliminated at random. In the event all players are correct, everybody is up for elimination. I have decided that it is far more fun for me if you don't know your fate until after it has happened. Therefore, I will not tell you the answer, nor whether you were correct until after elimination has taken place. Isn't this fun? For every correct answer, you will receive 50 pennies. The player who survives the process will receive an additional 500 pennies. Good luck. Get ready for the question. "10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was Uluru. 4 out of 12 players were incorrect. You appear to have gotten some brains on the carpet, Silver Electron. We will be billing your estate in the fullness of time. Get ready for the question. "10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was yellow. 3 out of 11 players were incorrect. It turns out safety mode was disengaged. Apologies for the confusion, FLYB0Y1. Get ready for the question. "10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was husky. 1 out of 10 players were incorrect. Let us have a moment of silence for our fallen comrade Conrad. Thank you for the respectful moment of silence. Get ready for the question. "10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was Grieg. 5 out of 9 players were incorrect. I fear that will leave a permanent mark, Solomon. What a shame.
What a shame.
Get ready for the question. "10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was the Tower of London. 3 out of 8 players were incorrect. Grams just lost £150 in 1 second. Congratulations. Get ready for the question. "10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time." The correct answer was Neil Patrick Harris. 3 out of 7 players were incorrect. The experimental reduction to atoms program was a complete success. Please enjoy the experience, Cola. Get ready for the question. "10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time." The correct answer was Carcassonne. 2 out of 6 players were incorrect. Thank you, Dorban, for volunteering to test the targeting system. You will be pleased to know that it still works. Get ready for the question. "10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time." The correct answer was Spanish. 1 out of 5 players were incorrect. So that's what Mondabong would look like if they were turned inside out. Good to know. Get ready for the question. "10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time." The correct answer was Pizza Hut. 3 out of 4 players were incorrect. What is human, had 2 legs and dies when shot with a laser? Clive. Ha, ha, ha. Get ready for the question. Ten seconds. 5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was quarantine. All 3 players were correct. It's nothing personal, Dorothy. Get ready for the question. Ten seconds. 5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was Henry Kelly. All 2 players were incorrect. Stimps and Sangle had to leave us. They will be missed.
Sleep mode activated.
Congratulations to targets who will be remembered by my descendants for generations to come. Have a bonus 500 pennies. Many thanks to PR00GS for penning this evening's process questions as well. Until next time, happy birthday Ol Grandpa G, and thank you for playing Crossfire. Goodbye.
Good evening, 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 good evening. And welcome to Game Night on Saturday the 27th of September. Hope you're all doing well. Lovely to see you all here, and very many thanks to Proogs for that opening game of Crossfire there. And congratulations to Fetz. Emily missed the targets. Hello, Doggy Bear. Did I do my hellos and you decided you needed to come and say hello as well? Is that what happened? What a good pup. How's everyone doing? It's lovely to see you all. How am I feeling tonight? Well, that's, a really good question, JR, which I will tell you all about. Room code for Red Herrings, by the way. JB, JK. So, JP, just kidding, it's me, Royal Flush. The things I do with words. So, yeah, but it's been a weird week in terms of it. Would you kindly piss off, please? Okay, fine. Do you want to come and co-host? Okay, you come co-host. 1, 2, 3, jump! Oh, hello, here's a message from our sponsor, PvP.
I feel somewhat like www today. 3 to 3.
Thank you very much for the 100 bits, TVP, and I am starting to wonder if you're just trying to see how long TTS can do a talk for with your increasingly long TTS messages, but thank you for the support. It's a message from our sponsor, Sooty Cat.
Something fishy is going on here. It's Red Herrings.
It is indeed. That's something very fishy indeed. And thank you for the 14-month subscription there, Sooty Cat. Very kind indeed. So we'll save that as a raid message suggestion. Don't forget to get your raid messages in. If something amusing happens over the course of the stream. Let me say hello to you all. Good evening, JR, Simpson, SJ, Fetz, Lupine, Matt, Toot, Proogs, TVP, Flyboy, BC, Fluid Fernando, Mondo Bong, AB Me, Samster, John, Conradlac, Ida Withy, Solomon, Sooty Cat, you can call me Charlie, Clive, Legend, Jack, Wilfred 8, Minky, Maxio, Fluffy Bunny, Natter, and anyone else who is lurking, loitering, and lingering in the chat. You are most welcome to be here. Thank you so much for joining us for what promises to be a nice, cosy game night. Isn't that right, Dexter? Nice, cosy game night tonight. This is what he's saying at the moment. He's going,
Please put me down.
is that what you're saying? Well, you have to stop coming and interfering then, don't you? Don't you, Mr. Bear? Yeah. Right, let me tell you all about my week. Right, go on, you get down. Good dog, into your bed. It's alright, Anya will be home in like half an hour and then you can leave the room. Because if you leave the room when she's not here, you're going to steal things, won't you? Is this how it's going to be? You're just going to nose at me from under the desk. Boop. So, I had Monday and Tuesday off work because I was really ill. I was feeling a bit better by Wednesday morning, which was just as well because I went to London to see Penn and Teller on Wednesday afternoon. Thursday, I was feeling quite a lot better. Did a full day's work, did stream in the evening, was all good. Friday, i.e. yesterday, completely... Oh, I haven't turned the magic fan on. No wonder I'm so bloody hot. Completely capitulated on Friday and felt really quite ropey again. Again, possibly a combination of IRL things going on. But yeah, I just did a complete 180 and I'm like, oh God, I'm ill again. And then this morning, and it didn't help the fact that I had I was working till 3 yesterday. Then I had to go do 3 choir rehearsals last night. So I thought I'm gonna be knackering it for the weekend, and then this weekend's particularly busy because then today I was playing at the cathedral this morning, and then I had 2 weddings this afternoon. Plus I've got the freshers quiz tomorrow evening, so I knew it was a big weekend, and I was like, oh God, I'm getting ill again. But this morning I did another complete 180, and I felt really good. I've still got a bit of a cough and feeling a bit of a sore throat, but. And a very mild headache, just a very, very mild one, but yeah, so I'm feeling much better today, which is good. So it's been a roller coaster of a week in terms of my health, but that's all very boring. You probably don't want to know about that. So, but it's great to have you here. But yeah, it's been a busy day. Busy old day. But we've got some red herrings now, and we're going to have a nice cosy stream tonight. Kicking off with some red herrings, is written by Simpson's Angle, proof by me. A lot to like about this pack. I particularly like round 3 for reasons that may become clear in the fullness of time. But really good stuff from Simpson's Angle as per usual. So if you want to play, you've got another minute or so. You'll need the universal controller and the room code, of course, which is right there, as well as being on the screen. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it's been a good day. A couple of nice weddings this afternoon, and it was fun to play the cathedral organ this morning. Normally when I'm at the cathedral, I'm conducting, but I couldn't find an organist this time, so I was sort of the backup option to go and play the so I had to accompany on the organ, which is about a mile away from where the choir is, whilst also trying to conduct. In reality, they just didn't have a conductor in front of them for most of it, but it was a lovely service, and people said nice things, and I got to play a nice big voluntary afterwards on a very nice loud organ, which was a huge amount of fun. Oh, Jack Wilfred is cashing in his micro pennies. Okay, Jack, you're going for a lottery, are you? Let's see. Veal success, Jack Wilfred. Hey, 1329, that'll do nicely. Well played. So coming up tonight, we've already had Crossfire, we've got Red Herrings now. A bit later on, we've got Spotlight, where Cola is going to be going into the Spotlight to start things off, and we're going to see how far he can get. He says with confidence, I have now fixed the bugs. And then we are going to be off to the weekend lottery draw. So a nice cosy stream, not too much going on, but just hopefully just about enough quiz for everybody to have a good time. So we've got 24 players in. I'm going to give it till the end of this loop. And then we are going to get on with the quiz. Yeah, nice chill Saturday. It's what's needed today. Like I say, I've got to... I'm hosting this pub quiz, the freshest quiz tomorrow. The sort of existential horror that I realise I've now been hosting that quiz longer than some of the players coming to play the quiz have been alive. Yeah, so I started it when I was 18, and a first year myself, and obviously the freshers coming in were, are still 18, but I am no longer 18. And whether Alan, there's barely a day goes by, Clive, when I don't worry about Alan Dedicook getting me. Yeah, what an accomplishment Grandpa Ben. I have just become the weird old guy now who hosts the freshers. Yeah, please stop, Jack. Freshers born in 2007. Also, William, my cousin is actually starting at same university, doing the same course that I did 18, 19 years ago now. So it's coming full circle. My cousin is sort of feels like the next generation of the grandkids, as it were, because there's obviously nearly a 20-year age gap between us. But yeah. Freshers born in 2007. Well, I'm not going to dwell on that. I think I'm going to lock this lobby. We're going to start the game. We're not going to focus on how old we all are. Speak for yourself, Ben. Yeah, crumbles. It's been 84 years. Crumbles to dust. I think we should lock the lobby. We should get on with the game. The weird old guy who hosts the quiz. I have become that, very much so. Anyway, it's Red Herrings. It's been written by Stinson's Angle. Let's have some fun and let's lock that lobby. Round one. Maybe they're born with it. Maybe it's something else. Answers 12 questions using the options available. You win 1 point for each correct answer and you lose a point for each incorrect answer. Bonus questions may appear. They're going to be worth 3 points if they're right, but they will cost you 3 points if you are incorrect. Okay, so think twice before you have a punt if you've got no idea, because wrong answers can be quite damaging, particularly if they're bonus questions. If you get a perfect round and get all 12 questions correct, I'll give you a bonus 2 points at the end of the round. As ever, answers will not be used more than once. There's 4 red herrings hidden on the grid of 16 answers that will never be correct. So avoid those red herrings and keep a mental tally of the answers that have already been revealed as belonging to another question, because they won't be the answer again, if that all makes sense. Right, let's take a look at our options for round number 1. Maybe they're born with it. Maybe it's Jeffrey Palmer, Justin Fletcher, Daisy May Cooper, Rachel Reeve, Kevin Fowler, David Cameron, Albert Arkwright, Ian Poulter, Alan Shearer, Hosier, Donald Glover, Kevin Costner, John Boot, Bill Turnbull, Christopher Plummer, Diane Sawyer. Yes, interesting array of names there. Says JR. So it's played Hosier. Hosier are a band. They were very popular when I was a student. They're a band, I believe. They did, no, it's our post-student Hosier. They did, Take Me to Church, I work like a dog in the shrine of your life. Although it might have been spelled with a Z, possibly. But, yeah. Anyway, those are all some names. And Hosier, well, Hosier, I suppose, is a name as well. But there's all some names up there. Maybe they're born with it. Maybe it's one of these names. Unfortunately, the school careers advisor is straight from the Middle Ages. and other songs which I shall not name in case it's a question well quite. Unfortunately, the school careers advisor is straight from the Middle Ages. Based on their surname, what was predicted for the future careers of these well-known names? Based on their surname, what was predicted for the future careers of these well-known names? That's what you've got to do. Very best of luck to you. This pack has been written by Stimpson's Angle. Good luck. Have fun. Here's question number 1. Most likely to keep hands warm. That would be Donald Glover. He's an actor known for Solo and The Lion King, and a musician known as Childish Gambino, and a screenwriter including episodes of 30 Rock and Atlanta. A Glover is someone who would have made gloves. Question 2. Most likely to make stockings. That would be a hosier, makers of leg garments including stockings and leggings. That's what a hosier was in the olden days. Here's a bonus question for all of you lucky people. 3 points if you're right, -3 if you're wrong. Take a peep. Most likely to protect toes. That was John Boot, who didn't actually make boots, but he was the founder of Boots the Chemist. So, obviously did well with himself there. On we go. Most likely to manage cattle. Who's most likely to manage cattle? It is Bill Turnbull, the late BBC breakfast presenter. His family name derived from those who herded bulls. If you're a Turnbull, you herded bulls. Here we go. Most likely to go on a pilgrimage. Ooh, tricky one. Nobody getting that one. Jeffrey Palmer. Now, Palmers were those who went on a pilgrimage to the Holy Land, so-called due to the palm branch they would carry on their journey. Jeffrey Palmer is what we wanted. Here's another bonus question. Take a look. Most likely to manufacture pointed projectiles. That would be Justin Fletcher. Fletchers were a person who made and sold arrows. Justin Fletcher is a children's TV presenter who mainly works on CBeebies. On we go. Most likely to hunt or catch birds. Indeed, Mr. Tumble. Indeed. Now, in the Middle Ages, it would be a fowler who would be most likely to hunt and catch birds. People who would hunt wild birds for food or sport. Kevin Fowler is actually the birth name of Kevin Spacey. Here's another bonus question for you all. Take a look. Most likely to make barrels. A lot of people knowing this one. A few people sitting it out. That'd be Daisy May Cooper. Coopers were makers of wooden barrels, tubs, buckets and casks. Daisy May Cooper's an English comedic actor and writer. Fun fact, the town where I grew up has got a shopping centre called the Cooper's Square. There's a big man hammering a barrel. Next one, most likely to work with heavy metal. I don't see James Iron Maiden up there. I'm very funny. That's because it would be Christopher Plummer. Plumbers were those who worked with lead, typically manufacturing lead pipes for plumbing purposes. Of course, Christopher Plummer is a Canadian actor. Next one, most likely to run a manor. Well done, Cola. Anyone else? Everyone being very cautious. Fluffy and Nando getting it as well. It's Rachel Reeve, the Chancellor of the Exchequer. Reeve, though, was a person responsible for organising a manor, so managing peasants and collecting rent and selling produce and so forth. Most likely to cut wood. That would be Diane Sawyer. Sawyers were those who earned a living sawing wood. Diane Sawyer is an American news anchor, most known for her roles in ABC World News and Good Morning America. Most likely to sell chimkins. That would be Ian Poulter. Poulters would farm and sell domesticated fowl, but Ian Poulter is a 5 times Ryder Cup winning English golfer. And your red herrings there, David Cameron, Albert Arkwright, Alan Shearer, and Kevin Costner. Any perfect scores? I don't think so. That would be the end of round number 1. Yeah, David Cameron supposedly originated from Gaelic as a nickname for someone with a crooked or bent nose. Somebody who inserts their person inside a dead pig's mouth, possibly, as well. Albert Arkwright, Ronnie Barker's character in Open All Hours, and Arkwright was a person who made chests or boxes. Alan Shearer, of course, the England footballer. Shearer is a geographical-based name. Can be a person who shears sheep, a person who reaps standing crops like wheat or corn, or a person who trims cloth. And Kevin Costner derives from the German Kostner with a K, or Kastner, meaning person who lives on the ledge of a mountain. So there we go. So it's an interesting thing. There's a lot of people saying, "Oh, I went to school with a person with this surname. I went to school with a kid called Jimmy Glasscock." It's always a fun name. You could always see when he was coming. There you go. That's the limit of my smut for tonight. I waited years to tell that joke. Oh, excuse me. Welcome to the stream, Score. Thank you for coming in and booping me. I'm telling Lee Matt. I think that's an Alan Davis joke, actually, that I've held down and bloodily ripped off. Anyway, lots of fun there. Lots of points going out as well. Ben and Fett's off to a good start. 15 points. Please don't call me Mr. Lathbury Natter. I'm not a teacher anymore. I've told you about this before. Please stop it. Fluffy and Matt both have 14. Jack and Sam are on 13. Clive, JR, and Nando have all got 12. Grams has got 10. AB Mead, Cola, and Maxio have got 9. No. Please stop. And not Mr. Ben either. That's Cola, is Mr. Ben, and not Master Lathbury. No, none of it. Stop reminding me of my teacher days. I'm old enough. Yes. I'm glad you've got it all out of your system now. AVB, Cola, Maxio are on 9. Ape and Ida Withy and Natter are on 8. Flyboy and Solomon are on 7. Mondo Bong's on 5. Charlie's got 4. Dorbane's on 2. Prugs and Marcini on 1. And Conrad Lack on -1. No, definitely not Benjamin Prugs. Okay, Royal Flush, or Ben. Any of those, that's it. And I think we know this, actually. There's something, I don't mind a bit of a joke in chat, but please don't joke about calling me other names other than names that I like. I think I don't think it's an unreasonable thing, even if it's banter. Please don't call me Benjamin or Mr. Lathbury or things like that. I would appreciate it greatly. Any other banter is fine, but please don't riff on my name, so to speak. Also, if you're here, hello, Riff. I have a photo between Dick Fiddler and Randy Buttman. Really? I really hope that's true, Cola. Right, moving on. As angels fall. They do indeed. Right, moving on. Yes, Cola, welcome to the stream as well. That's a wonder. That's what I hope you're still in touch. Should have a reunion. Let's move on. Round 2. Pumpkin spiced dates. Answer the 12 questions using the options available. Answer faster to earn more points in this round. It's a speed round. Answer in the first 5 seconds, you get 3 points. Second 5 seconds, you get 2. Last 5 seconds, you get 1. If you give me a wrong answer, it freezes you out of the following question. So you don't have to play. There's no penalty for abstention. But if you get it wrong, you not only don't get any points, but you get frozen out of the following question. Bonus questions may appear. They're going to be worth a flat rate of 5 points if they turn up and you get them right, so no timer element on those. But remember, you can be frozen out of a bonus question and you can be frozen out on a bonus question. And bonuses will never be first, last, or consecutive. So if you haven't seen one for a little while, there may be one imminently about to appear. I will give you 3 points if you can get a perfect round of 12 out of 12, but answers will not be used more than once, as ever. And we've got 4 red herrings hidden on the grid, which will never be correct. Keep a mental tally of the answers that have already gone. And let's take a look at the options in pumpkin spice dates. 5th of November, 11th of November, 3rd of October, 28th of September, 1st of September, 22nd of September, 20th of October, 27th of November, 2nd of November, 31st of October, 13th of October, 28th of November, 30th of November, 1st of November, 1st of October, and 9th of November. And hello, Stilgar. Nice simple round, a nice autumnal round, given we are deep into September now. Identify the 2025 date that these autumnal dates fall, with a capital F on. So, all you've got to do is recognise what we're talking about. Some of these are quite well-known days. Some of them are sort of middling. Some of them are a little more obscure. I certainly thought at least one or two of them were a little more obscure, but there aren't many. So I think there's a good balance of stuff in here to have fun with. So, all you've got to do, match the event to the date. They're like, November's 9th. Wouldn't that be marvellous, Ape? That would be fabulous if the questions were as fun as that. Well, let's see what we've got. Take a look at question number 1. It's round 2, pumpkin spice dates. Good luck, have fun. Here's question 1. German Unity Day. That's one of the harder ones, I will say. That's the 3rd of October, a German holiday since 1990, commemorating the reunification of East and West Germany. So that was your in there. Orange if you're frozen out on this one, and this is a bonus question for 5 points. All Hallows Eve. That one's slightly better known, I think. All Hallows Eve is, of course, Halloween on the 31st of October. On we go. Autumn Equinox. Fun nerdy fact for you. This is also the day the plane crashed in the TV show Lost. It's September 22nd. The warm and sunny weather this summer means it should be a very colourful autumn this year with vibrant leaves on trees due to the excess sugar they were able to make. Yom Kippur begins. Yom Kippur begins is the next one. Jewish Day of Atonement, it's on the 1st of October. 25-hour fast starts this year on the 1st of October, continuing through to October the 2nd. To our next one, All Souls Day. I can't believe I've done this, says you and quite a few other people. It's the 2nd of November. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. Also known as the commemoration of all the faithful departed. It's a day of prayer and remembrance for the faithful departed in Christianity on the 2nd of November. Next one, it's a bonus question. Labor Day. He said, predict when this round started, exactly that would happen. Oh, you've not been disappointed there, BC. Still go, welcome to the stream. That's an American holiday. It was the 1st of September this year. I believe it's the first Monday in September. 1st of September it was this year. Next one, orange if you're frozen out. Guy Fawkes Night. Most overrated night in the calendar year. It's the 5th of November. It was a mandated day of Thanksgiving in the UK until 1859. What you do, you stand around, you're freezing your tits off and filming things that you're never going to watch again. Oh, can't stand fireworks night. Anyway, Thanksgiving, USA. No, Christmas is not overrated. Christmas is brilliant, Proogs. Won't hear a word against Christmas. Don't like fireworks night. Christmas, you can be indoors if you want to. US Thanksgiving is the 27th of November this year. It's the last Thursday in November. Another bonus for you, orange if you're frozen out. 5 points if you can find the answer to this. St. Andrew's Day. St. Andrew's Day. Celebrated on the 30th of November every year. Is the patron saint of Cyprus, Greece, Romania, Russia, Ukraine, and of course, Scotland. Next one, St. Martin's Day. That was quite flyboy. Well played. Welcome, Principe Mishkin. Room code is there on the screen at the top right, JBJK, and welcome to the stream. St. Martin's Day is the 11th of November, celebrating Germanic and Scandinavian regions of Europe. I'll tell you a bit more in a minute. Thanksgiving in Canada. Oh, is it actually? Ah, that'll be why then. Canadian Thanksgiving is the 13th of October. Welcome to the game, Principe Mishkin. And one final question for you this round. Lakshmi Puja. Lakshmi Puja. That is on the 20th of October, dedicated to the goddess Lakshmi. It's the central day of the Diwali celebrations. And your red herrings there, the 28th of September, the 28th of November, the 9th of November, and the 1st of November. Any perfect scores? None. No bonuses going out. Well, what was I going to tell you a bit more about? One of them. So I'll tell you more about All Souls Day. A lot of people getting the All Souls Day question wrong, perhaps mixing up with All Saints Day, which is the 1st of November. The 9th of November, if you the German unity question, possibly getting mixed up because the 9th of November was the day the Berlin Wall fell. But it was the 3rd of October that they commemorate reunification. For some reason, they didn't have the commemoration until nearly a year later. 28th of November, that'd be Black Friday this year. And the 28th of September, that's today. What day is Halloween this year? It's a Friday, I think, Kate Minky. So I think Ash is doing something fun. We're having our Hallow stream on Thursday, the 30th of October. Yeah, but Halloween, I believe, is on a Friday this year. Are you, or did you have a cold? So if you're talking to me, Prince Mishkin, I think in the last 2 or 3 days of a cold. I've had a couple of days off work this week. I've been feeling pretty rough. Oh, is this because I said last week I was going to be ill, didn't I? Yeah. Yes, I was. I was off work for 2 days, Monday, Tuesday, and then sort of got a bit better by Thursday, and then relapsed on Friday, and then I was feeling better again today. So I'm hoping it's. Put a sweater on, you cold piece of shit. I'm not cold in here. I've got the fan blown because this room's always 1,000,000 degrees. Hello, I declare a Thumwar. Welcome to the game. Right, that was all I wanted to say on those. Thank you very much, Prince. Yeah, I think it's on its way out. So yeah, I really enjoyed that round. So there's a mixture of easy and harder there, but hopefully we all had some fun. It was just brutal. Well, Ben's got the lead with 45. Sam's now in second with 35, and Feps is in third with 32. The good spread of scores. Everyone's back into positive figures now, which is a good thing. And old fart is old. Yes, he is, and cold fart as well. I don't want a cold fart. That doesn't sound fun at all. Right, on we go. Round 3. I particularly like this round, what I proved. Do not pass go, do not collect £200. Answer the 9 questions this round using the options available. Earn more points for each consecutive correct answer. Get one wrong and it breaks your streak. So you get 1 for the first, then 2, then 3, then 4. If you get one wrong, you start building up again from 1. But if you abstain, it preserves your streak. Obviously, you don't get any points for the one you abstain on, but you can get 1 and then 2 and then 3 and then 4. If you abstain on the 5th question, the next one you get right, assuming you don't get one wrong, will be worth 5 points. So it keeps building from there. No bonus questions this round, but I will give you a bonus of 5 points if you can get 9 out of 9. As ever, answers will not be used more than once, so keep a mental tally of the ones that have been revealed, and there's 3 red herrings hidden on the grid, which will never be correct. It's like Thursday's stream. Is it? In what way is it like Thursday? Oh, I don't know. Oh, board games. Is that like Thursday stream? Well, let's take a look, because we've got do not pass go, do not collect £200. Let's see what the options are. Old Kent Road, Regent Street, Bow Street, Pall Mall, Pentonville Road, Vine Street, Fleet Street, Whitechapel Road, Marlborough Street, Bond Street, Oxford Street, and Trafalgar Square. I was hoping for jails. That would have been fun. Don't worry, though. No, don't worry, Stilgar. There's no need to flip the table, There's no questions on Monopoly here. There's no... Yes, these are all properties on a London Monopoly board, Principe, Michigan. But, yeah, boo, says cries in English. I love a Monopoly round, but if you don't play... If you're not British and you don't play English Monopoly, then, yeah, you may struggle with it. So there's no questions on Monopoly here. Instead, find the answer to the trivia within one of these UK edition Monopoly properties. So the answer will be hidden within the name of one of these Monopoly properties. Okay, so it's a sort of a hidden word round. There'll be a word hidden within one of these properties. Cries in hands. Yes, indeed. Lots of crying going on. Let's take a look and see how you get on with these. Do not pass go. Do not collect £200. Oh, everyone, we need to stop crying. Let's be cheerful, because quiz is happening and quiz is fun. Yeah, find the hidden word. Good luck. Have fun. Here's question number 1. Cape located off the southwest coast of Spain. Might as well have a go on the first one. If you've got no streak, you might as well attempt it. Trafalgar Square, from where the 1805 Battle of Trafalgar takes its name. Purple if you're on a streak. On we go. London prison that formerly housed Oscar Wilde. That was Pentonville Road, Pentonville Prison. Yes, Wilde was imprisoned in 1895 for gross indecency, aka being gay. Times have evolved, system. Next one. Name given to a cloth that covers a coffin or tomb. That would be Pall Mall. Its name instead comes from the game of the same name that was commonly played there in the 17th century. That's where we get the expression pallbearers from as well. Next one. Amazon gained creative control of this franchise from Eon in February 2025. You're pleased it's not. Glad to hear, Bruce. Wait, if you got that? Bond Street, as in James Bond. Amazon took over control of the James Bond franchise. Next one. Forward part of a ship's hull. It's not Starboard Road, it's Bow Street, or indeed the bow of a ship. Bow or bow street is the right answer. Purple if you're on a streak. And another question. Foundry where the Liberty Bell was cast. Foundry where the Liberty Bell was cast. That's Whitechapel Road. Whitechapel Foundry in London were the original forgers of the Liberty Bell. They also reforged Big Ben. Next one. Region of New Zealand's Southern Island. Oh, surely. There we go. There's a couple getting it right. I'd have been sad if people didn't get this one. That would be Marlborough Street, New Zealand's predominant wine region. Apparently the Sauvignon Blanc from here is very good. And if I'm ever drinking white wine on stream, it will be a New Zealand Marlborough, almost certainly. Next one, punctuation used in the following statement. This question is dedicated to my parents, Royal Flush and A.T. Bash. That would be Oxford Street, and what we're talking about there is the Oxford comma, which I'll tell you more about in just a minute. Final question. Surname of Kal-El's adoptive parents. Surname of Kal-El's adoptive parents. Might as well attempt this one, it's the last one of the round. That would be Old Kent Road. Kal-El, aka Superman, aka Clark Kent, was adopted by Earthlings Jonathan and Martha Kent. The Red Herrings, Regent Street, Vine Street, and Fleet Street. Any bonuses at the end of round 3? No bonuses going out. Currently proofing the extra trivia, can agree it's good. Oh, what, the Oxford comma bit? Is that what you're referring to? What are you referring to there, Simpsons Angle? Because I've lost the thread of it. But yeah, the Oxford comma is really interesting. So Oxford commas, they're placed before conjunctions in... Oh, the wine, I see. Yes, Marlborough, New Zealand is very good. Marlborough Sauvignon, rather. Anyway, Oxford commas, those placed before conjunctions in lists, like and, usually, they provide clarity to sentences where there could be ambiguity. With the Oxford comma, it's clear that the question is dedicated to 3 groups or individuals. Without the comma, it can be read that Ben and Ash were the question writer's parents, which they are not. So this question is dedicated to my parents, Royal Flush and Ash the Bash. So the Oxford comma helps to separate it. I mean, there's lots of lots of other very, very funny uses of the Oxford comma to avoid ambiguity. Eat shoots and leaves is probably something in there. But yes, everyone should try. Villa Maria is my favorite. I've got a couple of bottles of Villa Maria in the fridge, but I'm on the red tonight, so I'll be going to get myself another glass of that in between the games. And Pirate Pygmy, welcome on into the game. Hope you're keeping well. We've just got time for one more round in this game of Red Herrings, and it's called Wake Me Up When September Ends. And yes, do set your alarms ready to call the guy from Green Day on Tuesday or Wednesday morning, I should say. So of course, Wednesday will be the 1st of October. In this round, you need to find the 6 correct answers that fit the criteria. Submit a wrong answer, you'll be told how many you got right and be frozen out for 5 seconds. First player to find all 6 will win 50 points. Subsequent correct submissions will win 5 points fewer than previous players. So 50 for the first, then 45, then 40, then 35, and so on, with the 10th player being the last to solve, who will win 5 points. Answers will gradually be removed as gameplay progresses, and we'll keep going until either 10 players have found all 6 answers or 90 seconds have elapsed. Right, let's look at the scores. Ben's got the lead with 66, Fluffy's in second with 52, Sam's in third with 50, but this game can have some very large swings, and actually anyone from Maxio upwards could technically still win the gold. High score being 66, 50 points being the maximum available. You've got your rules. You need to select 6, deselect before you reselect. And let's take a look at the options. And apologies in advance. Bonne nuit. Yo eisagat. Borada. La kunosh. Goedemorgen. Buenos noches, headud, Hiva Yurta, Bon Gira, La Bosnacties, No Apte Bona, Iquewai, Rano, Dobronoc, Dzień dobry, buongiorno. Ben preventing any career opportunities here in most of the world. I tried. 6 of those close enough. So I tried, although Simpsons Angle has very kindly given me phonetics for all of them, so that might be why it sounded. If I was going off just the words, I'd say Bonne nuit, Joesh Eschagat, Borda, Lacuno, Good Morgan, Buenos Nachos, Head Ood, Hiva Yotta, Bon Dia, Lebos Naktis, Noapta Bun Square, Oichi Miath, Dobra Reno, Dobrunok, G Square Dobry, and Buongiorno. Because, yeah, some of the diacritics aren't working in my text. So keep half an eye on the graphics as well, because some of your diacritics may fail. Yeah. Right. 90 seconds on the clock. Good luck. You are looking for the 6 answers that... good morning. How is September nearly over? In preparation for October the 1st... No! Preparation for October the 1st. Identify the ways you can say good morning in these different European languages, and TVP has found them in an alarming 4.74 seconds. Lots of 5s coming in already. TVP currently in the silver medal slot. Flyboy is the second to solve. It's not Dobra noch. Fet's solving for 6 now as well. Well played. Any more for any more? Still lots of fives there. It's not buenas noches. Who's that? JR's got there, as has Nando now. Well done, well done. And Matt the Sprat's getting there. Also finding 6. It's not Lacuno Square. You can remove that from your thought train. I did, that's true, Wade. Pyro's got there, Natta's got there, Solomon's got there, Fluffy's got there, and that's time up. It's not Head Ood. And, yeah, all done. And the other red herrings there, Bonne Nuit, Joesh, that one, Joeshakat, Lachanucha, and the rest. My brain is leaking out my ears. They're all there, but all of the others do, of course, mean good night or good evening. The other ones there that are Borda is Welsh, Guten Morgen is Dutch, Bom dia is Portuguese, Dobre Reno is Czech, Dzień dobry is Polish, and Buongiorno is Italian. The other ones going from left to right in reading order are French, Hungarian, Croatian, Spanish, Estonian, Finnish, Lithuanian, Romanian, Irish, and Slovak, and they all mean good night. And at the end of all that, TVP with the early solve in under 5 seconds. Wasn't quite enough to get a medal, but it's a big score at the end of the game. But we have got our medalists. In third place with 72, it's Nando taking the bronze. Second place with 77, second medal for them this evening. It's Fett taking the silver medal, but just 1 point ahead and sneaking the gold with 78 points. It's Flyboy. Very well played to our medalists. Flyboy with the gold, Fetz with the silver, and Nando with the bronze. Well done to everyone who did manage to solve that final puzzle. There's still quite a lot of time left on the clock. We'd only had about, we had a minute, so we'd had 2/3 of the clock. Best carry did very much fall in your wheelhouse, and yeah, Ape is right. I did give you a little bit longer to have a look and think about where it might be going as well. But obviously, some keen linguists among you, and TVP, very well done. The first to solve that puzzle might be the fastest I've ever seen a puzzle get solved in this final round. But very many congratulations to Flyboy and to Fetz and Nando pulling those medals there. Well, that's been a super fun game. Thank you very much to Simpsons Angle for your efforts with that. There was a lovely pack to proof, and I think it's gone down very well with people. So thank you very much for your efforts. We're going to take a break. I'm going to play some adverts. I'm going to get some more wine. And then when we return, keen linguists, some would say they're very cunning. Cunning linguists, indeed so. Cunning linguists. Ad, welcome to the stream, my dude. Hope you're keeping well. I give that game a thumbs up. Excellent, but no thumb wars, we hope. We're going to take a little break. I'm going to play some adverts if you're not subscribed, and when we return, we are going to be playing Spotlight by a little bit of everybody. I've still got a decent number of packs in the game, because last time we attempted to play this, the game died. I since fixed the bugs, and it's going to be Cola who's going to be fast-tracked into the Spotlight, because they were deprived of their turn last time we played. So they are going to be leading the charge into Spotlight, and we'll see where things go from there. I do hope you can join me for that. That'll be coming up in about 5 minutes' time after the adverts. Yeah, please do stick around this game night. Thank you very much once again to Stimson's Angle for that pack of red herrings, and congratulations to our winners. I hope you've all had fun, and I will see you the other side of the adverts. And some adverts coming up for those non-subscribers and some music for those of you who are. I'll put some bonus pennies into the chat in just a minute. And when we return, we're going to be playing Spotlight by a little bit of everybody. So take this opportunity to go stretch your legs, nip to the loo, get some more drinks and snacks, whatever you need to do. And game night will continue after these messages from our sponsors. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back. How's everybody doing then? Time for a bit of continuity real quick. Just to bring a couple of things to your attention, because like I said, cozy stream tonight. I'm hoping to be done by about 10 o'clock. Ash, I believe, is hoping to be back next week. I know that he was unable to stream last week because of various work and IRL reasons, and he had a gig last night, so go give him a follow. He should be back for 2 streams next week, Wednesday and Friday, 8 p.m. Still BST for now, but be mindful that the clocks are starting to change. So I'll be updating my timestamp in the in the Discord in due course. So make sure you get your times aligned correctly. Pyro, Jerry, Davidovich, welcome all of y'all to the stream. Lovely to have you here. So yeah, go give Ash a follow. I think there's some Outright coming up next week, amongst other excellent high quality quiz as well. As for me, what have I got? Thursday I'm here. Battlefront Purge and Data Leak coming up on Thursday. Battlefront by first time writer John 88, who's doggy at the door. Do you want to come in? Come on then. Go to your bed. Good boy. John 88 is making their game night question pack debut. I think unless one of their spotlight packs comes up tonight, because I know they've written a couple of spotlight packs, so it might be their debut is this evening. It might be it's happening on Thursday with Battlefront, but we've got that to look forward to start the stream. We then got The Purge by Samster, and we've got Data Leak by Quizzle, so that should be a really fun stream. I do hope you can join me for that. And of course, the midweek Thunderball draw is going to be happening on Thursday night as well. Reminder, I'm not here next Saturday, the 4th of October. I've got a gig, so unfortunately I won't be able to be with you. I mean, I'll probably be back about 9:30, by which point I'll probably just want to go to sleep, and it'll be a bit late for quiz at that point anyway. So have a Saturday off. Go off and do something else, or watch some other streams, or head out into the real world. Entirely up to you. But yeah, I won't unfortunately be with you next Saturday, but I'm here this Thursday, and I'll be back the following Thursday after that with Bamboozle, Moneybox and the Pyramid. So lots of stuff to look forward to. Where's Google that coming back? Oh god, 25th of October. I really need to start thinking about that. That's the Saturday before the Hallow stream, which is the 30th of October this year. And then Quizmas is staring at me from my schedule, rather intimidatingly, so I've got all that to plan as well. Anyway, yes, I'm gonna just get on with the game, I think. So we've got Spotlight coming on. Spotlight packs a little bit of something from everybody here, a whole array of authors potentially going to be coming up, and like I say, Cola is going to be starting us off in the Spotlight. Don't forget, you will need the Universal Controller, and you'll need the room code to come join, which will be on the screen in just a minute. Hope you all are ready, because this is Spotlight. Welcome to Spotlight, my friends. And if you want to play, you need the room code, which is JQQJ. Bloody hell, that's a Scrabble rack and half, isn't it? JQQJ. Do come and join if you'd like to play. Apparently I've got 25 unused packs with 11 distinct authors at the moment, which is nice. Do come and join. And I see Cola's joined, so I'm going to tell the game that to try and select Cola. Oh, there's a lottery has come in. Let me have a sip of wine, Pyro, and then I will give you your lottery roll. Palindrome room code Klaxon, absolutely. Where do I want to go? Penny Bank. Pyro Pygmy. And awarding random. Veal success. 1286, not bad. 2 lotteries tonight. 2 of them coming out above the odds. So that's good stuff. Do come join. Do come join. I'll give another minute or so, and then we will get the game underway. Hopefully without any crashes tonight. What was the crash that crashed it last time? I added a new feature and didn't test it. Just quirky question jollities. Absolutely proves. I like that. Yeah, there was, I can't remember what it was, but there was a feature, because then I went to my to-do list for this game, and the only thing that was on it was migrate data to persistent data path, which it turns out, because I'm a better programmer than I give myself credit for, was a one-line change, because I set the question data path right at the beginning of the entry point. So all I needed to do was change that from data path to persistent data path and move the data over. And that fixed that, and then all the other references to the data path are referencing the internal variable. So that was a good bit of foresight from on my part. So that's meant I don't have to back up the data and repaste it every time I rebuild the game. But the other thing I've done today, I've gone through and I've it was about a 5-minute fix, but I needed to do it to every single build. Basically how the credits work in the game is that I hard code the names, and as you are probably aware, I update the author names every season. So it means at least every season I need to rebuild every single piece of software, which is just really tedious. So what I've done is I've gone through, and now for every single game it reads the authors out of a text file instead. They all behave subtly differently, which is why I couldn't just I needed to rebuild them anyway, but so they've all had a slight bit of bespoking, but it now means all the credits are read from apart from Spotlight, weirdly, because Spotlight builds the credits dynamically, because we never know which writers we're going to have from week to week. So yeah, that's really good. in that we've got I now don't need to rebuild the games once a season. I probably will anyway because bug fixes and feature changes come in, but yeah, that was my afternoon. But there was a feature I added to it last time which made it break, and we haven't actually seen working yet. So I think it's a data reference on screen, but we'll find out hopefully, assuming it works. Random path that got selected was outside of the array. It was when swapping made something happen. Yeah, there was an out of bounds array, out of bounds array index thing. But yeah, I can't remember what it was. But I think I knew what it was when it happened, and I went and fixed it in about 10 seconds afterwards. But I think I was pretty much spent by that point and couldn't be bothered to start it up again. So this time we are going to have a full game of Spotlight. So let's log the lobby. The logger is telling me I will attempt to select Cola. Let's see if it has success in doing just that. Yeah, I facepalmed. I think I've forgotten to update something. I was using the wrong index. I was using the wrong number of a loop or something. It was really dumb. It was very probably a copy paste error. Anyway, let's find out. Is it going to be Cola in the Spotlight? Love it when my programming works. Welcome back to the Spotlight, Cola. Your journey continues now. So last time we played, the force user field has been cleared. Good. That's good to know. Now, last time we played this game, Cola got into the Spotlight, did very well, then tried to swap a category, and the game crashed, and it was only after one pack, so we lost that pack. But Cola didn't really have a fair run of a bite of the cherry or crack of the whip. So we thought we'll give him a free game next time we play, which happens to be tonight. And so Cola, time to select a category. Your options are This Summer on the Radio by John88. This is the first time we've seen it and it's never been swapped. The Middle Option by Topper One Gaming. Yes, Scottish sitcoms, 3 points, that was it. We've seen this once before, it's the first time we're seeing this. We've got option 4, punchlines from the March 26th, 1974 episode of The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. If I now cut that out, this is the first time this has been seen, it's not been swapped. And we've got Phone Jacker by Lewis T1. Apparently it's the first time it's been seen, but it's been swapped twice. So something's not quite right there, so I'll have to go and check that out. But which would you like, Cola? You can swap one of them if you don't like it. Like any of them. We're getting rid of Phone Jacker, and that seems to be working. That's been replaced by Squid Game by Stimpson Zangor. No swap available. You must pick a category. Which are we going for? Punchlines from the March 26, 1974 episode of The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. By now, cut that out. Being picked on its first appearance. Remember, if you answer 2 out of any 3 questions incorrectly, you will be eliminated from the Spotlight. Very good luck to you, Cola, and to everyone playing in the wings. Here is your first question. What did Sonny Bono used to be? A shareholder, an ombudsman, or a stockbroker? 10 seconds. That's time. This is actually a wordplay question, believe it or not. The correct answer is a shareholder. Sonny Bono was a share, C-H-E-R. They used to, Sonny and Cher used to be married. They separated in 1974. But yes, I don't know if Sonny Bono was actually a shareholder as well, but that's the gag. Well done if you managed to figure that one out. Yeah, shareholder. Cola, no drama for you. That's your first question correct. Let's go on to your next question. What set Matt Dillon's underwear on fire? Burning Love, Blazing Saddles, or The Towering Inferno? 10 seconds. And that's time. Correct answer? Blazing Saddles is a misstep for Cola. Yeah, Matt Dillon was the protagonist of Gunsmoke, which is the Western comedy Blazing Saddles, was just released in 1974. So, yeah, another... It's a bit more trivia-y based, but still a little bit layered. Well done if you got that one right. Let's go to our third question of the set. Cola, you need to get this one right. Take a look. Where won't you find Mrs. Alioto? The streets of Philadelphia, the streets of LA, or the streets of San Francisco? 10 seconds. And that's time up. Correct answer. Streets of San Francisco. Cola surviving the drop there. Still need to get your next question right, but you will get to pick the next category at least. Yeah, Joseph Alioto was mayor of San Francisco, whose wife went missing as protest to being mistreated, ruining his gubernatorial campaign. Very well done if you got that one right. That's the end of that pack. And time to go back to the board. Cola currently on 2 out of 3. 2 on the way to getting 12. You must get the next one right, but you've got to pick the next category first. This summer on the radio, the middle option, Squid Game, and one new category, no swap available. You Know We Belong Together by Vertigo. What are you going for? You know we belong together. When Vertigo submitted this pack, I was like, what? I think I was onto proofing the second question before I got the reference. Or might have been the first, but I didn't get it immediately. But of course, well, I'm not going to say any more. Nat has just told everyone in the chat anyway, so never mind. Yes, it is the home and away theme tune. But yes, let's keep spoilers out of chat in case it's a spoiler. Remember. So yes, Coda, remember, any 2 out of 3 incorrectly, you will be eliminated from the spotlight. So, You Know We Belong Together by Vertigo. Let's take a look at your first question. Who is the only original character in Home and Away that is still on screen today? Is it Alf Stewart, Sally Fletcher, or Irene Roberts? 10 seconds. Apparently. It's time. I remember this being on at like, was it 5:30 or 4:30 on ITV? I think it was just after CITV finished. The Neighbours crash. So yeah, that was the BBC Australian soap opera. Correct answer. Alf Stewart. Cola getting that one right, so saving yourself from the chop. You get a free question on the next one. Yeah, Alf Stewart, played by Ray Marr, although it's spelled Meagher. Looks like meager, but I'm assured it's pronounced Marr. Is famous for his list of flaming catchphrases. Alf Stewart was the right answer. Very well played if you got that one right. To our next question. Take a look. What is the name of the real-life beach where Home and Away is filmed? Is it Byron Bay, Palm Beach, or Bondi Beach? 10 seconds. So I've got a little bit South African there. I can't remember what the name of the bay is in show. Is it Summer Bay? I want to say it's Summer Bay in the show. It's Ramsey Street in Neighbours, but I think it's Summer Bay. The correct answer, Palm Beach. Cola's gone wrong on that one, so pressure's on for the next 2 questions. Palm Beach is a suburb in the Northern Beaches region of Greater Sydney in the state of New South Wales, Australia. So it's sort of filmed on location, I guess. Very well, as in it's filmed in Australia. Well done if you got that one right. Pressure on Cola to get this last one on Home and Away. Let's take a look at it. What was the first name of the character played by Danny Minogue? Was it Carly, Emma, or Sophie? 10 seconds. Bring back Cockleshell Bay. I don't know what that is. And that's time. Correct answer. It's Emma. Cola's gone wrong on that one. Getting 3, so matching last time, although possibly with a perhaps less favourable set of categories, who knows? But you've matched your score from last time, Cola, and you've been eliminated from the spotlight. Could be enough to get you through to the final. We will have to wait and see. Incidentally, she first arrived dressed as a punk before leaving just under a year later to become an air hostess. I do believe her sister Kylie Minogue featured in the other Australian soap opera that made it to the UK, Neighbours. But yes, Cola, 3 out of 3 is where your journey ends for now. Maybe we'll see you later on, but for now you have been eliminated or ejected from the spotlight. Pip's going yellow on the floor to indicate what the highest score is. If no one can beat that, then Cola will come back for the final. If not, it will be whoever gets the highest score in the spotlight gets to come back for the final. We've got no category. We just finished one. We finished the second category, but we need to put a player into the spotlight before we can select our next category. So let's find out who's going to be next into the spotlight. Well, that's not right. Cola, would you mind if I reselected the spotlight player? That shouldn't be able to happen because someone know that that's a bug. Yeah, no, I'm going to reselect. Thank you for not pressing the button, Cola. Let's try again. Okay, I know what's going on. It said it has cleared the person in the spotlight, but apparently it hasn't. So, right. I think I've manually cleared it should force clear it. It told me it force cleared it, but I guess that's not working. So let me try again. Worst case scenario is I'm just going to have to pick people at random, but I'm hoping this will now select a different player. The will of the people. There we go. Charlie, you're in the spotlight. Press the button to let us know you're here. Cola Loops. I would buy that cereal. Vertigo, welcome to the stream. Charlie, press the button. There we go. Welcome on into the spotlight. 3 is what you're chasing, and you've got a choice of all 4 categories. If you don't like any of them, then you can swap once and only once. But let's take a look at the category board as it stands. You got This Summer on the Radio by John John, The Middle Option by Topper, Squid Game by Stimpson's Angle, or Pop Bangers from 1999 by Oni. All of these being seen for the first time. Which would you like? Getting rid of the middle option to be replaced with Wait, This Isn't Steeplechase by JR. Which of those would you like? We're going for Squid Game by Stimpson's Angle, who is up there in the top right-hand corner. Stimpson, you're going to get some bonus pennies, and unfortunately you won't be able to answer these, but you get 3 points for free anyway. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy even more of your questions being played out, because this is Squid Game. Remember, any 2 out of 3 incorrect, Charlie, and you will be eliminated from the spotlight. Let's take a look at your first question. What is the starting number of players in Netflix's Squid Game? What is the starting number of players in Netflix's Squid Game? Is it 345, 456, or 234? 10 seconds. Time up. Correct answer. Anyone who's seen it will have been familiar with player 456, who is the main protagonist in all 3 seasons. I say all 3, both seasons of Squid Game. Season 2 and 3 was let's face it, it was 1 season. Yes, player 456, who is the highest numbered player in the game. 456 is the correct answer. Seong Ji-hoon, player 456, is the main protagonist of the 3-season show. That's what I'm being told there. Very well done, Charlie. You're getting that one right. Time for another question. Both 3 seasons, indeed so. Here's your next one. Which game does not feature in Season 1 of Squid Game? Is it Tug of War, Marbles, or Capture the Flag? 10 seconds. And that's time. The correct answer? Capture the Flag. They do have marbles. The rules for... Well, they do have Tug of War, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's a big tug of war between teams over a giant pit. Marbles they're given 20 marbles, or given 10 marbles each and split into pairs and said after 20 minutes one of you has to have all the marbles or you're both eliminated. You can choose your game. Capture the Flag was not in Season 1, and neither, I believe, was it in Season 2 or 3. Other Season 1 games were Red Light, Green Light, Glass Bridge, Dalgona, and, of course, Squid Game itself. It does sound quite dangerous, Vicky, doesn't it? Should check it out. There's a lot of danger in this show. No drama there for Charlie. Let's go on to your third question. You're going to get to pick the next category no matter what, but let's take a look at our third question on Squid Game. Before adopting the name Squid Game, the show was originally called what? Is it Child's Play, Round 6, or Last One Standing? 10 seconds. And that's time. Correct answer was Round 6. Charlie 3 for 3 on Squid Game. Very well played. Netflix thought that international audiences wouldn't know what Squid Game was, so originally opted for a title they believed would better describe the nature of the competition. Some countries, including Brazil, kept with the Round 6 title, but most places changed it to Squid Game. Netflix eventually giving audiences some credit that they might actually be able to work it out. 3 for 3, Charlie. It's a good round for you. Let's go back to the selection board as we pick our next category. This Summer on the Radio by John. Wait, This Isn't Steeplechase by JR. Pop Bangers from 1999 by Oni. And one new category, Legendary Clives by Topper One Gaming, being seen for the first time. Which would you like? Pop Bangers from 1999. We don't have Oni here tonight, but they'll get 100 pennies in absentia. And remember, you've got to get 2 out of every 3 correct, Charlie. You're on a roll at the moment. Let's see if we can keep that going as we go to our first question on Pop Bangers from 1999. What was the name of that song by Santana featuring Rob Thomas that was everywhere in late 1999? Was it Sweet, Smooth, or Extra Chunky? 10 seconds. And that's time. The correct answer, Smooth. And actually, Charlie, one of the only players to get that one wrong there. Yeah, it's just like the ocean under the moon. It's a great song. Really, really good song. But yeah, it's one of those ones. Give me your heart, make it real. Don't want to get about it. That one. Which was, no one sort of seemed to know what the title was, but apparently everyone does, so that's good. Smooth was the answer. Sean Connery Oki. Hello, Woolly Back. Welcome to the stream, my dude. Hope you're keeping well this Saturday night. Pressure on now, Charlie. You've got to get the next 2 questions right if you want to stay in the spotlight. Oh, the underline has stayed there. Don't write that in suggestions because that is a hideous bug to fix with TextMesh Pro. I'm not going to worry about it. People putting rich tags into the questions. It'll clear when the next question comes in. Let's take a look. Deeper Underground, Jamiroquai's 1999 album Synchronized, features on the soundtrack of which monster film released the year before? Is it Godzilla, King Kong, or Cloverfield? 10 seconds. No problem, Prigs. I think it was put in as a bit of a joke answer, so it's kind of fair enough. Correct answer there was Godzilla. Charlie keeping the points, the pressure at bay. Still a little bit of pressure here, but into the lead now with 4 correct answers. Godzilla released 1998. I remember seeing that at the cinema and not thinking it was very good. Remake of King Kong was 2005, Peter Jackson's remake, and Cloverfield, the first and original, was released in 2008. So hopefully a process of elimination based on the films there. Well done if you got that one right. Let's move on. One more question on Pop Bangers from 1999. Pressure on Charlie to get it right. Let's see what they make of this question. In 1999, we learned that the Venga bus is coming and everybody's jumping. Where were the Venga boys from? Were they from the Netherlands, Germany, or Sweden? 10 seconds. I can't do a Dutch accent, so I'm not going to try. It's the Netherlands is where they're from. Not Germany, not Sweden, neither. Charlie, keeping that pressure at bay. Very well played. You got 5 out of 6. And, oh, hello. Oh, look what I'm being given. I've got 2 glasses of wine now, and I've just been bought 2 caramel macarons. Posh macarons. Or macaroons. Very, very posh. Oh, these are the posh ones. With the unbelievably good centre. Anya's just got back, by the way, in case that weren't obvious. Yeah. Oh, I'm in heaven. Lovely stuff. Right. Netherlands is right. Let's reset that question. Sorry, I'm imbibing in some sweet things. And Charlie is still in the spotlight. You've got 5. You're on your way to 12. Well, let's see if we can keep that streak going as we go back to the category board. Got This Summer on the Radio by John John. Wait, This Isn't Steeplechase by JR. Legendary Clives by Topper. And one new category, no swap available. American Idiot by Colin. Any of those leaping out at you? This Summer on the Radio. This is John John's debut pack. So, John John, your first question pack. Ahead of your first question pack on Thursday, which is Battlefront. But, so, This Summer on the Radio. Were you paying attention this summer to the songs that came out on the radio? We'll find out. And, yes, welcome, John John, to question writing. Let's see what they've got for you. Charlie in the spotlight. Here's your first question. Which 2025 release gave Sabrina Carpenter her second #1 single? Is it Manchild, MAGA Fan, or SMB Speedrunner? 10 seconds. AFK for a mom? Hey, it's a good reason to be AFK. Oh, a moment. I see what you mean. Oh, sorry. That's it. That's it for the smut tonight. I'm done with the smut now. That's time. The correct answer was Manchild. No drama for the majority of players, including Charlie, who's back to 3 out of the last 3. Very well played. No notes for you on there. Let's go on to our second question on this summer on the radio. Take a look. Which much older, hard-hitting song entered #1 on the official singles charts for the first time in July 2025? Was it Paranoid, Hate is a 4-letter word, or Dunkelheit? 10 seconds. That's time. The correct answer. Paranoid. I think I've added this note, presumably following the death of Ozzy Osbourne. Yes, indeed, still go rip Ozzy. Was one of Black Sabbath's hits. Paranoid. Charlie, a misfire on that one. You're up to 6 correct, but the pressure is on. You must get the next 2 questions correct in order to stay in the spotlight. Well, let's see what the third one brings on this summer's music. Take a look at this. Billie Eilish's Birds of a Feather featured in the soundtrack of which teen drama series? Was it Heartstopper, Ginny and Georgia, or The Summer I Turned Pretty? 10 seconds. And that's time. The correct answer. Oh, Charlie. It was Heartstopper. Charlie going for Ginny and Georgia. Oh, bad luck. But I tell you what, that's a pretty good run in the spotlight. You managed to get up to 6. It does put you in the lead, and that was the final question of the halfway point. We've had 5 packs. We've got 5 to go. 6 is currently leading in the spotlight. Charlie, if you're leading at the end of the 10th pack, we will see you back here for the spotlight final. Until then, keep playing along in the wings, and you've got to hope that nobody does better than the 6. If there is a tie, it will come back to total questions, including wings, which is why you need to keep playing in the wings. So a good run, but for now, you have been eliminated from the spotlight, or ejected, I should say, from the spotlight. I need to put that eject live player on my cue bar. It says eliminate live player, and it's not eliminate, it's eject. Is the nomenclature. Purple border for you, Charlie, and a good run. Cola on 3, Charlie on 6. Well, yeah, we've got to put another player back in. Again, it's the second time we've finished a round and a player's been ejected, so let's put another player into the spotlight. Flyboy! Are you here? Press the button if you are. Fantastic. Right. We're with you to pick the next category. Let's go back to the category board. Wait, This Isn't Steeplechase by JR, Legendary Clives by Topper, American Idiot by Colin. You have got a swap available if you don't like any of them, and one new one. Under the Weather by Vertigo. Any of those leaping out at you? No, but we're getting rid of the top one. It's going to be replaced with Hertfordshire by Lewis. So getting rid of Wait, This Isn't Steeplechase by JR, who is deeply shocked in the chat. And then we're not going for the replacement Lewis pack. We are going for Under the Weather by Vertigo. Vertigo over there on the left-hand side, 4th row down. 100 pennies to you and 3 points in this game, but you won't be able to answer these questions. Let's take a look at your questions on Under the Weather. Here's first. What is the name given to a region of calmer weather found at the centre of a tropical cyclone? Is it nose, mouth, or eye? 10 seconds. And time, correct answer. Of course, eye, often referred to as the eye of the storm. The eye, very well done. No drama for you there, Flyboy. Let's go on to our second question. Which Spice Girls singer released a cover of the Weather Girls' It's Raining Men? Was it Jerry Halliwell, Emma Bunton, or Mel B? 10 seconds. Singer. I really like this cover, and it was used, I believe. Oh, it says so in my notes, so I won't take it away from Vertigo. I was about to say something without looking at my notes. The correct answer is, of course, Jerry Halliwell. No drama there for Flyboy. 2 for 2. Released in 2001, was part of the soundtrack to the Bridget Jones's Diary film series. I was about to say that, and then I realised it said it in my notes, so I'll give the credit to Vertigo there. Harry Jellywell, indeed so. Here's a good song. It's a really good song. Very well done there, Flyboy. You are guaranteed to pick the next category. Let's have one more question on Under the Weather. Which of these clouds are found located at high altitudes? Cumulus, cirrus, or stratus? 10 seconds. That's time. Correct answer. Tricky question, a lot of red up there, including from Flyboy. It's cirrus. Cirrus clouds are thin and wispy. It comes from the Latin word ciro, meaning curl of hair. Stratus is actually low altitude, coming from the Latin word meaning layer. I think a lot of people went for stratus thinking maybe stratosphere. It's the same derivation, but actually no, it comes from the Latin word meaning layer, simply what that means. Cumulus are also low altitude. They look like fluffy white cotton balls, come from the Latin word meaning heap. They're the ones that we see on a nice sunny day. You see the odd cumulus cloud low in the sky. Well done if you did get that one right. Let's reset that question. Pressure on Flyboy a bit. You have got to get the next 2 questions right in order to stay in the spotlight. But first, you've got to pick the next category. I don't think you've got a swap available. Let's see what the board brings. Hertfordshire by Lewis, Legendary Clives by Topper, American Idiot by Colin, and one new category for you. Sorry, I need to press the button.
Fruity, 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 fruity.
Ah, and you've picked it as well. Hooray!
Fruity, fruity,
I can press the button again.
fruity, 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 fruity.
Fruity, Fruity, Fruity by Vertigo is the pack you've gone for. Remember, you've got to get the next 2 questions right to stay in the spotlight. So you press a button if it came up. Never going to miss an excuse to press that button. It's a good button. No, that's enough of that. Right, let's take a look at our first question on Fruity, Fruity, Fruity. Stanley Kubrick's 1971 dystopian film was called A Clockwork what? Banana, apple, or orange? 10 seconds. And that's time. Correct answer. Pretty much sea of green up there. Yeah, Clockwork Orange, based on Anthony Burgess's novel of the same name. That's the one. I can never remember. Anthony Burgess. Nominated for 4 Oscars. Quite a challenging film in many ways. But very well done if you got that one right. Pressure's still on here, Flyboy. You must get this one right if you want to stay in the spotlight. Let's take a look at the second question. Durians, known for their strong aroma, are native to which continent? South America, Australia, or Asia? 10 seconds. Time. Correct answer. Asia, just managing to hang on there. Flyboy, very well done. Yeah, the origin of the durian is thought to be in the region of Borneo and Sumatra. Famous as well for coffee, Sumatran coffee. So, yeah. Very well done, Vertigo. You are going to get to pick the next category. Let's have a third question on Fruity, Fruity, Fruity. Sweet Charlie and Camerosa are varieties of which fruit? Cherry, strawberry, or grape? 10 seconds. And that's time. Correct answer. 3 for 3 on your fruits there. Very well done, Flyboy. Yeah, they're all both varieties of strawberry. 5 questions correct in the spotlight out of 6, I believe. So you're 1 short of Charlie, who is the current leader. We've got potentially, well, no potential, we've got 3 packs left to go through. So let's pick our 8th category. Hertfordshire by Lewis, Legendary Clives by Topper, American Idiot by Colin, and 1 new category. Killer Cockroach Movies by Toot. Where are we going next? American Idiot by Colin. I know Colin isn't able to be with us this evening, but yes, he'll get 100 pennies in absentia. Flyboy, no pressure on this first question at least. Let's have a look at our first question on American Idiot by Colin. American Idiot was a 2004 album by which rock band? They Might Be Giants, Sum 41, or Green Day? 10 seconds. And that's time. Correct answer was Green Day. Interestingly, both Charlie and Flyboy are on 13 in the wings at the moment. And you're both on 6 in the spotlight, though Flyboy is still in control of the spotlight. And has got a free question available here. Let's take a look at it. When the eponymous song was released in the UK, what was the highest chart position it reached? Number 1, number 2, or number 3? 10 seconds. That's fine. Correct answer. Yeah, I just auto-correct. Oh! Only got to number 3 in the UK. A lot of people getting that one wrong. Oh, hello, Colin. I didn't think you were with us tonight. Welcome to the stream. Yes, a lot of people write titular deliberately, knowing I'll autocorrect it. Some people write eponymous because they know I prefer that word. Yay for one act. Oh, are you back home? How was it? Did it all go swimmingly, I hope? Now, this is very interesting because Flyboy is still on 6. Which is tied with Charlie. You are still in control, but pressure's on for the next 2 questions. You are both still on 13 in the wing, so it's still a dead heat and will come down to RNG if you are eliminated at this point. So, let's take a look at the 3rd question on American Idiot. Has to be an answer for Ben. Quite. According to the official singles chart, how many weeks did the title song spend in the top 100 in the singles charts? 6, 9, or 16? 10 seconds. Makes sense, Colin. Good egg. That's time. Correct answer. Oh, we've got some drama. It's a wrong answer from Flyboy. It's 2 out of 3 incorrect. It was in the top, the official singles chart for 16 weeks. The official singles chart is the top, was 16 weeks in the top 100. It was in the top 75 for 9 weeks and the top 40 for 6 weeks. But the top 100 is, top 100 is, that can have a lot of staying power. 16 weeks it was there for. Well, don't be too hubristic yet, Charlie, because you haven't yet bagged a place into the final, because for the 3rd time, we've had a player ejected from the spotlight on the 3rd question of a pack. And there are 2 packs still to go, so there is still yet another player who could potentially get 6 correct answers, and we could have a 3-way tie. At the moment, Charlie is just ahead of Flyboy with 14 overall and 6 in the spotlight, but we have got room for someone to tie that and potentially have more in the wings. And also, Charlie's and Flyboy scores may fluctuate in the next 2 packs. So, much to play for, but it's a tie with 6 questions in the spotlight between Flyboy and Charlie. Good run from Flyboy there, but that's all you're going to get, and I'm afraid you've been ejected from the spotlight. We may see you in the final. Right, who is it going to be? We have got only 6 questions left in our main game, and we need to put another player into the spotlight. Let's put one there now. Maxio! Press the button to let us know you're still here. Welcome to the spotlight. Swap has been reactivated, so if you don't like any of the categories, you can swap them away. No pressure, but you do have to get all 6 of the questions right to get a chance of getting into the spotlight final. But let's see what you can do while you're here. Let's take a look at the category board. Hertfordshire by Lewis, Legendary Clives by Topper, Killer Cockroach Movies by Toot, and a new category for you, The Absolute State of Modern Art, again by John John. Which would you like, or would you like to swap? We're going for Legendary Clives by Topper. 100 pennies to Topper in absentia. And let's take a look at our first question. Remember, you've got to get, if you answer 2 out of 3 questions incorrectly, you will be eliminated from the spotlight. Here's your first question on Legendary Clives. Clive Anderson was host of which improvisational comedy show that aired on Channel 4? Was it Trust Us With Your Life? Whose Line Is It Anyway? Or Thank God You're Here? 10 seconds. And that is time. Correct answer. Oh, it's a wrong answer for Maxio. No, it's Whose Line Is It Anyway? Trust Us With Your Life was an American show hosted by Fred Willard. And Thank God You're Here was Paul Merton originally hosted the British version, though that was originally an Australian show. Whose Line Is It Anyway? It ran for 10 series from 1988 to 1999. And with that, Maxio, you are not going to be able to make the final because there's only 5 questions left and you haven't got any right. But do make the most of your time in the spotlight. You've got to get the next 2 questions right if you're going to stay here. Here is the next one. Clive Staples Lewis is best known as the author of the Chronicles of Narnia series. But which of these novels did he also write? The Great Divorce, The King's General, or The Green Years? 10 seconds. And that's time. The correct answer. Not falling your way there, Maxio. That's 2 incorrect answers and you're ejected from the spotlight. It was The Great Divorce. The Great Divorce, which is how I'm in the future going to refer to this particular corner of my life over the last 12 months or so. Yeah, C.S. Lewis, 1945. The King's General was Daphne du Maurier in 1946. And The Green Years was A.J. Cronin the year before, 1944. Well, I can mention my divorce on stream. It's 13 months now. It's like 13 months to the day, in fact. Well, yeah. Anyway. Yeah, you got to laugh about it. You know, life's too stressful at the moment to not laugh about shit like that. But yes, it was written in 1945, one of his multiple works with a Christian theme. Oh, Maxio, bad luck not to be, but I'm afraid you've been ejected from the spotlight. Then performance dropped. That's the way it goes. So it's just for the lulls of being in the spotlight at this point because you can't get to the final. It is going to be between Charlie and Flyboy at this point because there are only 4 questions left. But let's select a player to finish off this category. Our legendary Clives. It's Proogs. Press the button to let us know you're here. Oops. Hey, you want a reasonable amount of churn, don't you, Lupine? Reasonable amount of churn. So yeah, 4 players with the purple light. Proogs is here to finish off this category on legendary Clives. Let's take a look at the 3rd question. After we've dramatically turned your chair around. Sir Clive Sinclair envisioned many things, but one of his later envisions was the A-Bike, a folding bicycle first released in 2006 with wheels of what size? 15 centimeters, 28 centimeters, or 51 centimeters? 10 seconds. Time. Correct answer. Proogs bang on the money. 15 centimeters. Yeah, weighed 5.7 kilos and can fold down to 67 centimeters at its longest. So it could fit into a rucksack. A gentleman's 6 inches, indeed. So the wheels were later updated to be 20 centimeters, so 8 inches. But even still, that is a very, very diddy bike. Very well done, Proogs. And you get the distinct honour of picking the final category. You won't be in the final because you can only get a maximum of 4, and we know there's 6s in play. Let's see what the category board is going to bring. Choice is yours, Proogs, and you have got a swap if you don't like any of them. Hertfordshire by Lewis, Killer Cockroach Movies by Toot, The Absolute State of Modern Arts by John, and a new category, Madagascar by Topper One Gaming. All of these being seen for the first time. Getting rid of Killer Cockroach Movies, and we're going to bring back... Wait, this isn't Steeplechase by JL Plays Games. Oh, it is working. That's now been seen twice and swapped once. Which are we going for? We're going for Hertfordshire by Lewis, who'll get 100 pennies in absentia. And remember, any 2 out of 3 will be ejected from the spotlight, so let's see if we can get to the end of this category, Proogs, without having to bring a new player in. Good luck. Here is your first question on Hertfordshire by Lewis. As of 2025, TV's The Chase and Strictly Come Dancing are both filmed at famous TV studios named after, but not actually in, which Hertfordshire village? Is it Elstree, Cheshunt, or Hitchin? 10 seconds. These southern questions hold no fear for me. Indeed not. Welcome on in, Woollyback. The reason I laughed when the question appeared on my operator console is because I was here last Thursday and Strictly had just started being filmed. I wasn't there for Strictly, I was there for Win-Win. But the correct answer is, of course, Elstree. It's not in Elstree, it's in Boreham Wood, which is not a million miles from Watford on the top half of the M25. And I drove back the same night from Boreham Wood to Chichester, so yeah, if you want to look at what that distance is, if you're interested. I didn't get away until about 8:30, 9 o'clock, so that was fun. But yes, Elstree Studio, and unsurprisingly, Prue's getting the right answer there. He's a bit of a studio's bod. I did think he might get that one. Very well played. Next question is free, which means we are going to have Prue's in the spotlight until the very end of the game. Here is your next question on Hertfordshire. Neither, Natter. I wrote the code that runs the game, as I think you probably knew. Next question. In the very catchily named Grade 1 listed Hertfordshire property North Mims Park with adjoining garden walls and ha-ha, what is a ha-ha? Is it a sunken fence, a one-way window, or a primitive trampoline? 10 seconds. What a great question. Yes, Natter, as I've explained to you on more than one occasion, if I were a contestant or an audience person, I wouldn't talk about it until after it had broadcast, although granted Win-Win has broadcast because it films on the Thursday and airs on the Saturday. But yes, as I think you know, I make game shows for a living, and Win-Win is one of the ones that I wrote probably about 85% of the base code, so I was supporting that last week. Right. That's time. In the very catchily named Grade 1 listed Hertfordshire property North Mims Park with adjoining garden walls and ha-ha, what is a ha-ha? Still different to South Mims, interesting. Yes, it's like Magdalen and Magdalen College at Cambridge and Oxford, isn't it? Dad did tell me one time, but I can't remember why. South Mims is more famous. Yes, South Mims Services is a thing. It is a good question, and the correct answer is a sunken fence. Prue's getting the correct answer there. Very well done. Notably, Charlie is still 1 point ahead of Flyboy. 17 plays 16, so it's going to come down to pressure on this last question. Flyboy gets it right and Charlie gets it wrong. It is going to be RNG for the final. But yeah, it's a sunken fence. That's what a ha-ha is. Yeah. One final question before the final. A ha-ha is not just a laugh. Very good. Let's take a look at it. Which Britain's Got Talent judge was born in Hertfordshire? Amanda Holden, Alicia Dixon, Simon Cowell. 10 seconds. That's time. Correct answer. It was Alicia Dixon. 2 red lights on Charlie, and Flyboy means it should be Charlie who's in the final. She was born in Welwyn Garden City. Holden was born in Portsmouth, Hampshire, which is 10 minutes up the road from me. And Simon Cowell was born in London. That was final question of the maximum pack limit 10. So Prues, you're going to be ejected from the spotlight with a very respectable score of 4, considering you only got in there on the last question of the last round. Maybe... You know what? I am going to start a thing. Next time we play Spotlight, Prugs, if you're here, you get fast-tracked into the Spotlight. Unfortunately, your points won't carry forward because that's not how the game works. No, I could probably do that, but I'm not going to because... Note it in suggestions, JR. Can I pay points forward so that Prug starts on 4 in the next game? Because if I can do that, that would be a really good continuity of the game. But either way, Prugs, you will start in the spotlight next time we play. It might be with 4, or you might be restarting at 0. Oh, your parents are still in Hatfield. Yes, that's very much Hertfordshire. Because you've done jolly well there. And we should give you another go at it. But that will be the next time we play, assuming you are here. For now, though, we have to eject you from the spotlight. Thank you, JR. There is probably a way of doing this automatically. I could put it into the build to save in the player prefs who was there last time and to put that player into the force pick box, which apparently I need to go and fix because it's broken. Because, yes, if I do that, I owe Cola 3 points, who would also be on 6. So, oh, God. Cola, how many points have you got in total in the wings? Because if that's the case, you would have 6 in total. And if you've got more than 14, you should be in the final. How many have you got, Cola? I'm genuinely curious. Would it have been enough to get you to the final if you started on 3? 20, but no, ignore me for this. I think we've got to go with the rule. The rules only apply from when they apply. Because otherwise we have to go back and retrofit everything. So yeah, gradual rolling out. We'll return the previous player from the last game, and I'll see if I can get the points to roll in as well. Right. Let's see who is going to be in the final. I mean, if the logic is working, it should be Charlie. It would be a first-time appearance in the Spotlight final. The rules only apply for when they apply. So the chairman of the council is the chairman of the council. Right, let's see. Tonight's Spotlight finalist is... It's Charlie! Press the button to let us know you're here. And welcome to the Spotlight final. Very well played, Charlie. In what I think might be your first Spotlight game. Don't quote me on that, but I think it might be. Here's how it works from here. You did best in the Spotlight in the main game. We're now going to face another 10 questions, one each from the 10 categories that we've already seen. Same rules as before, multiple choice. However, this time you cannot be eliminated from the Spotlight, so it doesn't matter if you get all 10 of them wrong. But what you're playing for here, Charlie, is a place on our coveted leaderboard. And I can tell you... that Flyboy... I thought Flyboy was already on the leaderboard, but it turns out they're not, so Flyboy was looking for their first attempt tonight. The highest score in this game is 9. Nobody has managed to get 10 out of 10 in the Spotlight final. It simply hasn't happened in 13 games. Well, 12 games, because one of the games was arcade mode and Stilgar only played 4 questions and got 3 of them right. But in all the games we've played, no one has managed to get 10 out of 10. 2 players have done 9. It's Sotley and Stilgar have both managed to get 9 out of 10, but no one has done 10. Could you be the first tonight, Charlie, to get 10 out of 10 in the Spotlight final? We will find out. But you're playing for a place on the leaderboard, plus you get extra pennies for being our finalist, because you get pennies for every question you got right, plus I think bonus ones for questions in the final if you are the finalist. So, very best of luck to Charlie and to everyone playing in the wings for the gold, silver and bronze medals. Let's go to our Spotlight knowledge round. Okay. Excuse me. First question of the night, of the final. Punchlines from the March 26th, 1974 episode of The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. By now, cut that out. What do you see if someone's streaking forest lawn? What do you see if someone's streaking forest lawn? The naked and the dead, the bare necessities, a stark contrast. 10 seconds. It's a tough one to start the round off, and the correct answer is the naked and the dead. Unfortunately, it's a wrong answer, Charlie. You're not going to be top of our leaderboard. Well, you could be joint top of our leaderboard, but you're not going to be a perfect 10. Forest lawn is a cemetery, and 1974 saw a streaking epidemic, apparently. So yes, the naked and the dead was the right answer. That is not a ha-ha, no indeed. No points yet in the Spotlight final, Charlie. Let's see how we get on with this second question. It's on You Know We Belong Together by Vertigo. Vertigo, you can answer this one. From what did Elsa? From what did Elsa Stewart once famously see her friend Bobby come out of 2 years after her death? Was it a cupboard, a wardrobe, or a fridge? 10 seconds. Ailsu. And that's time. I was about to say, what's the difference between a cupboard and a wardrobe? But a cupboard is for, like, crockery and a wardrobe is for clothes, I guess. That's a very strange name. It might be very strange. It's a name I've not seen before and don't know how to pronounce. As in... No. Ale as in how you do it. Ailsa. Ailsa Stewart. Well, there we go. The wardrobe also has Narnia in it. Yes, that's true. The correct answer is a fridge. Following a hold-up at the diner where she worked, Ailsa suffered a bout of depression and started hallucinating, in which she sees Bobby's ghost coming out of the fridge door. These visions are a result of expired antidepressants from her postnatal depression. That's cheery, isn't it? It's a wrong answer for Charlie, so we're still struggling to get going in this final round. I will also add, if you were one of the authors of these packs in the main game, you can answer the final question. You don't get 3 points in the final, but you can answer. So it's basically a bit of a memory game. Can you remember what you wrote for this round? But do answer, because you still do get points for them. On we go. Question number 3. It's on Squid Game by Stimpson's Angle. Who wrote and directed Squid Game? Was it Bong Joon-ho, Hwang Dong-hyuk, or Park Chan-wook? 10 seconds. Time. Correct answer. Hwang Dong-hyuk. Bong Joon-ho is a name you might recognise. He's the director of the film, director and creator of the film Parasite, which won all of the Oscars back in 2020. Park Chan-wook is known for directing the Vengeance trilogy, but it was Hwang Dong-hyuk who wrote and directed Squid Game. Bad luck for Charlie on that one. We'll get going in a minute. I've got faith, Charlie. It's going to come good in a minute. Keep pressing and guessing. Or pressing and knowing the answer. Let's go on to our next question. Pop Bangers from 1999 by Oni. What is the exact name of Britney Spears' debut album and single? Read the options carefully, gang, because they are somewhat similar. Is it Baby One More Time, Baby One More Time, or Baby One More Time? 10 seconds. I love questions like this. And the correct answer: Ellipsis, Baby One More Time. Ellipsis, baby, one more time. My loneliness. How good is that song? Seriously. How good was Britney Spears? I don't know if it's just nostalgia, sort of looking back, because when 1999 rolled around, I'd just started secondary school, so it's like hearing it on the school bus and, you know, just banger after banger on that album. Anyway, it's with the ellipsis, not with the exclamation mark nor the comma. Charlie, come on, let's get some points. I believe in you. I believe in you. Ellipses, baby. Very good. Right. We're going to get there. We're going to get somewhere, Charlie. We're going to get there. Let's get to our next question. Let's see if we can find a bit of a... Let's get some momentum going. Here's the next question. This Summer on the Radio by John John. The shortest one to ever feature in the Billboard Hot 100. What is the name of the song Jack Black sang in a Minecraft movie? Was it Steve's Lava Chicken, Birthday Rap, or Chicken Jockey? 10 seconds. Absolutely, JR. Oh, got ears. So if I'm putting weird faces at you, it's because my ears keep popping. It's one of the symptoms of end of flu. Ears keep not quite popping and clearing. So about 3 days' time, I'll be able to hear again. It's going to be bliss. The correct answer... It is indeed Steve's Lava Chicken. It's tasty as hell. And Charlie, we got some points on the board in the Spotlight Final. Good man. Not the obvious one, yeah. Quite a few of us getting that one right. Yeah, Steve's Lava Chicken is the right answer. And Charlie gets his first point in the Spotlight Final. You're on the leaderboard. It's a start. We've still got quite a few questions to go. So let's keep at it. Let's build on that momentum as we go to our next question. Under the Weather by Vertigo. Chionophobia is the fear of which weather phenomenon? Is it snow, wind, or rain? 10 seconds. time. Correct answer. It's snow. It's 2 for 2 for Charlie. Well played. 2 in a row. Good stuff. Wind is anemophobia or anchrophobia. Rain is ombraphobia, which is the one I have actually heard of. It's an ombrometer, I think, measures rainfall. But yes, snow is the right answer, and that's 2 for Charlie in the Spotlight final. Very well played. Okay, we're on a bit of a roll now, Charlie. Let's keep this going as we go to our next question. I have to press the button. Which US state is known as the Peach State? Is it Alabama, Georgia, or Tennessee? 10 seconds. And that's time. Correct answer? It's Georgia. Let's go, Charlie. 3 correct. A bit of a shaky start, but we're on a roll now. We've got 3 right. Alabama is the Yellowhammer State, and Tennessee is the Volunteer State. Welcome to the stream, Hex. Did you hear audio? Well, you should have heard audio. Everyone else has been hearing audio all night. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Fruity, because that's the name of the category. Very well played, Charlie, and everyone else who got that one right. Let's go on. I feel we're about halfway through. 4 or 5 questions left to go. Here is the next. American Idiot by Colin. American Idiot was also the name of a musical based on the music of Green Day. How many years after the album did the musical premiere? Was it 5, 10, or 15? 10 seconds. I think that album came out in 2004. I have a feeling I was in 6th form. It was 2004 or 2005. So we're looking at, well, 5, 10 or 15 years after that. The correct answer, 5. It was 2009, 2010, which is sort of the era of the jukebox musical, really. So, yeah, I mean, well, the noughties were, I mean, you had Mamma Mia, and you had We Will Rock You, and the Jersey Boys. I think they were all around that time as well. So, yeah, 5 was the answer. We've broken our streak, Charlie, but not to worry. We've still got 3 right in the final. Well, let's go to our next question. Legendary Clives by Top One Gaming. Clive of Legend, our very own Clive of Legend, provided us much entertainment on the first US season of the 1% Club, which was hosted by which actor? Was it Jerry O'Connell, Rob Lowe, or Patton Oswalt? 10 seconds. Suddenly, Ardenfetz appears to offer commentary. He did a better job with it. I have to say, I've still not seen a full episode of the 1% Club. This is the problem when you make TV shows for a living. It's like, all you look at when you watch a TV show is the technology behind it. I wonder how that works. And obviously, the 1% Club isn't one of ours. So, yeah, it's one of those. Anyway, the correct answer is Patton Oswalt hosted the 1% Club. It was the first season. Joel McHale took over as host from season 2. Clive was on season 1, episode 6. And I believe, well, no spoilers from me, but I believe he did quite well. I think he did quite well. But, yeah, as I said, I've never seen a full episode. I only have hearsay to go on. I'm going to make it my mission to hunt the episode down and check it out. Because, of course, Clive was on the 1% Club, as have been a handful of people in this here community right here. Jerry O'Connell, incidentally, hosted Pictionary, and Rob Lowe hosts The Floor. It's another misstep for Charlie, going for Rob Lowe there. Let's see if we can get some momentum back for these last few questions. Here is the next one. It's Hertfordshire by Lewis. This might be the last question of the pack. The heart of Hertfordshire comes from an Anglo-Saxon word for which animal? Is it bull, goat, or deer? 10 seconds. And that's time. Correct answer. It's deer, as in heart, H-A-R-T, spelled that way, is a lesser used term for a deer in English. Anyone who's seen a bit of Handel, a bit of Messiah, then shall the lame man leap as an hart, and the tongue of the dumb shall sing. It's used in the Bible a lot as a hart. But yeah, it's a sort of a deer, a gazelle sort of animal. And that's the right answer for Charlie, taking you up to 4 correct answers. And I have a feeling Hertfordshire was our last category. For some reason, I don't debug the numbers in the final, but let's assume it was. And at the end of that, I'm going to press the button and see what happens. Yes, we get a dramatic sting. And Charlie, you finish in the Spotlight final with 4 out of 10. Highly commendable indeed. And that is going to put you into joint 12th place on the leaderboard, sharing it with Cola, so you are in esteemed company. One hell of a game indeed. I do like Spotlight because you do get a huge amount of variety that comes through the game because of the nature of how the questions work. But first time in the final for you there, Charlie, and you've covered yourself in glory and you've done a good job. So I hope you've enjoyed it and do enjoy the pennies that come with it. Let's take a look at the final leaderboard. Pennies have now been written to the drive, and we will see the medals that are going out. It's gold medals for Fluffy and Thumbs. I don't know who Thumbs is because I don't have a translation for that. Let me see if I can filter the logger. No, I'm assuming it might be Thumb War. Possibly it's Thumb War. But Solomon taking the silver medal, and Stimpson's Angle and Vertigo sharing the bronze medal. So very well done. And of course, all of those points will translate into pennies, and a couple of extra bonus ones for Charlie as well for being our Spotlight finalist. Very well done, everyone. I hope you had fun with Spotlight. Getting to answer any of my questions in the final, didn't I'll bet. I would have shared a gold. Oh, home and away carry MVP finished plays. That would have been 3 points for you, Vertigo.
What a shame.
What a shame indeed. Well, look, I hope you've had fun with Spotlight. It's always fun to bring that one out. And I know it's a slightly more steadily paced game. It's the same number of questions that's in the Abyss, but it takes like twice as long. But it's good fun. It's good fun, and it's nice to see. And it's nice to see it working as well. And the logs appear to be working. Although apparently we've swapped Lewis's pack twice, his phone jacker pack twice, but only seen it once. So I might need to go and fudge the numbers on that slightly. Don't go away, because when we return after the credits, we will be doing the weekend lottery draw. Your chance to win some pennies. If you've not seen the lottery machine yet, we have the Thunderball on Thursday, because we have our midweek Thunderball draw, and we have our regular weekend lottery draw. Do stick around for that for a chance to win some pennies. I've made a couple of tweaks to it, as I mentioned in the Discord, but there's quite a few things that I haven't yet fixed that are still on the list, but I will fix before we play Thunderball on Thursday. I'm going to try and find some time on Wednesday night to do that. I'm glad you enjoy playing Thumb War. And G. Isons, welcome to the stream as well. Just in time for the draw, more micro pennies. Absolutely. Don't forget to cash in your micro pennies for either a lottery draw or a flat rate of 1,000. But penny prize draw, weekend lottery draw. This is the big one. Your chance to win a frankly absurd amount of pennies. Have I fixed the RNG? No. Which RNG? Oh, I fixed the RNG for Thunderball. Yeah, Thunderball, that one has been fixed, but the lottery one was already working. Anyway, I'm going to roll some credits, and then we'll have the lottery draw in about 2 minutes' time. I'll see you there. And thank you for playing Spotlight. I love how the credits are still not working. I've really got to dig that bug out. Really need to dig that bug out in the Spotlight credits. I thought I'd fixed it, but self-evidently I haven't, so I'm going to have to go back and play with the animator because it should finish with Spotlight in the middle. Yeah, to be honest, it's already on the list, I think, JR, but I marked it as completed or couldn't repro, so I'm going to need to do some deeper investigation. I think, because I've got a function to fake build the credits, which is, I guess, must be doing some slightly different logic from the actual credits builder, because the actual credits builder pulls in from the packs that got used in the stream. But yeah, apologies, those were some very sloppy looking credits, but at least the author compiler is working. And John, remind me to update John, remind me to update your credits name, because I know your credits name is now John J, not John, and I think I built that before you let me know that. So yeah, swap count does persist between games. I mean, that's the whole point of it. Otherwise, there'd be no point. The idea is you should have so much trivia, you shouldn't see repeated, or it's unlikely to see repeated categories in the same game. So, yeah, Port Sequence, that's going to have a lot of swaps by its name, as is Phone Jacker. So, but I think we've only got like 15 packs left of Spotlight now, so I'm going to need some more. We've got enough, I think, to do the next game. But we won't have enough to do the third game of the season. So any question writers, if you... Yeah, John J. It's been updated for Battlefront, but again, Spotlight is... The credits are built differently from everything else in that, so... yeah, so I need to update that on the rebuild. Come join the Discord if you want the question writer role. If you would like to provide some trivia for that, that would be just hunky-dory. So, give me a minute just to fire up the penny prize draw. I have to press launch game. I love everything runs out of the operator. It's everything from one application. And then the sum total of the exercise I have to do is drag it into that corner of that monitor. And then I have to type in the room code to join as operator. One day I'll show you everything behind the scenes on here, but not... Okay, what is going on with these meshes? That's wrong. My meshes on the operator appear to have broken. They're not broken, but they're just top... Why are they top aligned? They shouldn't be top aligned. I mean, it's fine. The data's fine. It's just marginally annoying at my end. Right, we're not in test mode. We're not skipping the opening titles. Fast validation. We're playing lottery mode tonight. And everything else should just be the same. Right. Confirm config. Send a config file. Hide launch 3. And go to control. Focus on. And hope you've got your unicorns ready, because it is time, friends, for the weekend lottery draw. From Persephone's chair, live at game night, it's time for the weekend lottery draw. QHGK, GCHQ. Hello, Oni. Welcome to the stream. Just in time for the lottery draw. Do come and join the game. Once that room code disappears, you will not be able to join. As soon as the room code is gone, and you will not be able to join. I've added a lucky dip button so you can randomize all of your lines rather than having to press the random button 10 times. While you're joining, I am going to filter out some raid messages. Okay, I've got quite a few to go through later on. Right, quite a few of you in. Come and join for your chance to win some pennies. I haven't updated the straps yet on the graphics. Like I say, I've still got a few things that I need to do. Some really good feedback came in on Thursday night after the Thunderbolt draw. So looking forward to implementing that when I find some time this week. Lovely wine is lovely. Oh. Do you want to see a photo of my dog? But he cozied up. So here he is next to the piano with his bowl, right? And here he is cozy next to the piano. Oh, look at him! Look at him in his blankie. I know. He's so cute. I love him so much. So yeah, Anya's home now, so he's quite rightly ignoring me. I know, he's the best. He's the best dog. He's so much garlic, I'm gonna shit white. That's a lovely image there, Rooney. Right, we've got a few seats left. If you want to come and join, I'm going to give you 30 seconds. Something else I had is a really stupid thing. Last time I said we're using Guinevere and set of balls number 6. Now it actually debugs that to me. So there's one of 4 names of the machines that it picks and then a random set of balls. Oh, that's a weird thing to say, a random set of balls. So, that is not a raid message. Bitch, it might be. Right, last chance to join, gang. Okay, that's your time up. Let's hide the room code. Balls have slight variance in their stats. No, actually, it's just Unity physics doing all of the RNG for it. But it's genuine Unity physics, and it's as genuinely RNG as I can make. As I don't know the balls that are drawn. I know a fraction of a second before you because it debugs it to me when it reaches the critical point on because the arm raises up, and there's a point it reaches. Once it reaches that point, it's locked in. Whether the physics then behave or not, that ball is locked in. So I get it at that point before it does the zoom. But yeah. Oh, TVP, you'll get in on Thursday. You'll get for the Thunderball on Thursday. That is not going to be a raid message only. Right, if you're all ready, good luck to you all. Let's start the machine. Right, so the lucky dip button should now be working if you want to just pick 10 numbers at random, or you can do a few at random and pick some manually. It will randomize all of the remaining ones once I release the balls. So I'll give you a few seconds in case you want to do it manually. Yeah, thank you for all that. That was a good idea. It didn't take me long to do, actually. That was like a 5-minute thing. I had to add one extra case to a switch statement. And but yeah, I think the majority of people are probably going to use that one. It's absolutely spamming my logger here. But I can at least see all of the lines coming in. Yeah, at some point I'm going to get the graphics a bit better so you can see your the winning scores a bit better. I think since most people are pressing that button, that seems to be the way to go. I mean, is it even worth keeping the manual selections anymore? Is anyone ever going to use it? I know some people might want to go 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42 from time to time and then do the rest at random, but yeah. I'll have a think about that. You've chosen 2 manual. Well, that's something. You're going to have some meme draws from time to time, so giving people the option is good. If you draw, if you manually pick the first couple and then randomize the rest, I think that's probably the way to go. Right. I think we're all ready. So I haven't had anything coming on the logger for a while. Can you? No, Prues, I can't do that. That is going to be... I probably could add that to the universal controller, but that will probably be an app side change. And stick it in suggestions, Prues, is all I'll say. I mean, so quite a few people asked last week, can we light up the numbers as they come in on the universal controller? That is an absolutely monumental pain to do, but it's very doable. But it's not monumental pain. It'll probably take me about 40 minutes to do that, but I need to sit down and do it. So that is coming soon, but it isn't there yet. So please don't add any repeat stuff that came from the last stream to the suggestions. But that's a perfectly valid suggestion, Bruce. I will see what I can do. Right. A pain in the lotto balls. Indeed it is, SJ. Right. Are you all ready? Because it's time for the lottery draw. Let's release those big money balls. And just Oni, the only player not to have selected any numbers and is going to have RNG forced upon him. Monumental play. Well, it's a British thing, isn't it? When you say I've had an absolute nightmare, it normally means you've been mildly inconvenienced. If you say something is not ideal, it normally means it's the worst thing that's ever happened to anyone. It's sort of this double speak we do as British people. Oh, I've had a nightmare. No, you mean it's been slightly irritating. God, that's not ideal. That means it's genuinely dreadful. Suboptimal day, absolutely that. Right, the balls are having a good spin around. I think they're nicely shuffled. So, let's get on with the draw. Very best of luck to you all in this evening's lottery draw. Let's start the draw. And tonight we're using Arthur and set of balls number 3. So, to our machine. Let's see if those numbers can make some of you very, very wealthy. We're starting with a pink one. It's number 26. Second appearance in the main lottery draw. Last appeared on Saturday, the 20th of September. Yay! My ball history logger is working. Yeah, last appeared last Saturday. So 2 Saturdays in a row for that one. And our next ball is another pink one. Number 22. First appearance in the main lottery draw. My ball history is working. Indeed so. Round they spin, Penny putting them through their paces as they bounce around and around and around. To our third ball then, out of the machine. Oh, no, we've not got one there. We're going to try again. We're going to give them a bounce and try a second time. No, still nothing. We'll give them a slightly more vigorous bounce. I believe in you. There we go. It's a green one this time. Number 30, first appearance in the main lottery draw. I believe in you, Arthur. It's the first time Arthur's been used, so, yeah. Make a note, I need to put the name of the machine and the set of balls in the category. Would you make a note for me, please, JR? Name of the machine and set of balls into the category. And the fourth ball out, it's the blue one, number 17. First appearance in the main lottery draw. So just 2 to go. And the next one out. Thank you, Joe. Another blue one, number 18. First appearance for that one in the main lottery draw as well. And this is a one that could make you very, very wealthy. Pennywise. Goodness me, they're lively. The 6th ball out of the machine. It's a white one, number 5. Second appearance in the main lottery draw. Also appeared last Saturday, the 20th of September. And no lottery draw is complete without a bonus ball, which could make a little bit of a difference if you've got 3 or 4 of them already. The bonus tonight, another white one, is number 3. First appearance in the main lottery draw for that one as well. And let's take another look at those numbers, this time in ascending numerical order. We have number 5, number 17, number 18, 22, 26, number 30, the bonus, it's number 3. And there we have it. Your pennies have been paid out. And those are the winning tickets. Let's have a quick scan. Any big wins up there? We've got 1,000 for JR for 3 numbers, 1,000 for Fluffy, 1,000 twice for Fluffy for 3 numbers. Simpson also finding 3 numbers for 1,000. Silver Electron 1,000 for 3 numbers. And that's about the height of it. Flyboy, though, with 4 winning tickets in total. That's going to total 1,000, so very well done to you. If it has been your lucky night, enjoy the spoils. They should have all been paid to you. Well played. Say well played. Like there was any effort involved. But that was a lot of fun, wasn't it? Hashtag finally I win nothing. What a waste of money, says Proogs. Why am I looking at testicles? My ball history is working. Alan Dedicote is spinning in his drum. Alan Dedicote loves me. I know he doesn't know who I am. Monumental pain equals 40 minutes. Yes, it does. Right, we're going to roll the credits, and then I'm going to come to the cam to wrap up. We're going to pick a Ray target and end this stream. Thank you all very much for taking part in the weekend lottery draw. No lottery next week, because, of course, I'm not here, but I'll be here with the Thunderball on Thursday night, and I will see you on the cam to wrap up the stream in just a minute. Well, that was a super fun end to a super fun stream. And here's a message from our sponsor, Flyboy, just as the night comes to an end.
Thank you for the quiz. Dobro NOC.
Dobra noch to you as well, Flyboy, and you're very welcome. Thank you for the 5-month subscription right there. When any game adds on pennies, I have to manually refresh the operator, because the operator is, when you type !pennies, here's some interesting information for you. The thing you're talking to with that command is the operator, and the operator doesn't get an automatic update. It automatically updates if I give pennies through the operator, but it doesn't automatically refresh when the games win, so I have to manually press refresh in order for you to get an up-to-date readout. And those will, of course, all be pushed up to the penny bank at the end of the stream, which you can go and visit. Well, it's not on that channel, but it's on PersephoneShare.com. You can get access to the penny bank. I need to do some more snazzy CSS stuff on the website, because it's looking a bit baby's first website at the moment, but it is more functional. And of course, if you missed any of tonight, or indeed any of Season 20 or Season 19 or any of the other seasons episodes of Game Night, you can go and catch up with them all at PersephoneShare.com/on-demand, where you can rewind live quiz and watch again to your heart's content. So please do go and check out PersephoneShare.com/on-demand for a full history of Game Night, minus that one lost episode. It's been a super fun night. It's been a really chill stream. It's been a bit of a quieter one tonight, which I think has, for me, been good, because I say it's been a very busy day. It's a very busy day tomorrow as well, with the Freshers quiz and stuff, so I've been grateful for a bit of a quieter night. Thank you very much to our writers for tonight. Thank you to Pruse for Crossfire, and to Simpsons Angle for Red Herrings, to everyone who contributed to Spotlight as well, and to our proofing team as well. For helping me out behind the scenes, to Topper for doing Crossfire in particular as well. Thank you very, very much to all of you, and to the admin team and everyone behind the scenes who helps to make this work. Remember, you are all wonderful, brilliant people, and I'm ever grateful that you continue to spend your Thursday and your Saturday nights with me here on this little corner of the internet. I hope you've had some fun with the quiz tonight and with the lottery draw as well. A reminder, I am not going to be here next Saturday. I have got a gig, so I'm going to be AFK, sadly, but I am going to be here on Thursday this week, when we are going to be playing Battlefront with not John John's first pack, because that got aired in Spotlight, but we're going to be playing his first full pack. That's Battlefront. We then got The Purge by Sam and Data Leak by Quizzle. That should be a really fun stream on Thursday night. And of course, we've got the Thunderball draw as well. No stream next Saturday, but I am here on Thursday and the Thursday after that. And so I need to pick a raid message, and we need to pick a raid target. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? I think it's going to be Flage. I did promise Flage the other day, but he's on a subathon at the moment. He's on day number 6 of his subathon, and he's currently playing Mafia the Old Country. A bit later on, he's going to be playing World of Warcraft. He's a good guy. He's a Twitch partner, generally Vice City speedrunner. Really nice guy, very chill. He's been over here once or twice as well with on Buzz Off and other things. Hello, Lewis. You missed the lottery draw, but you can go watch it on catch up, I'm sure. Hope the rugby was good. I need to pick a raid message. Oh, I like all of these. I like all of these a lot. Okay, right, we're going to give consolation pennies to What a Waste of Money by Prugs. The rules only apply when they apply by Ardenfets. A ha-ha is not just a laugh by Vertigo. Because you're so extra chunky, also by Ardenfets. Both 3 seasons by AB Me. Oh, and the rest are really good. A reasonable amount of churn by Jerry. Not that the others weren't good. They'd made it through the cut, so they were already good. Cola Loops. About the Sprat. I've got it down to 2. Vengabus Imminent is getting pity pennies for Jerry Ellis as well. It's an early raid message that came in, but we're going to go raid Flage and Lounge. Guys, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and just continue being awesome people, because you are all wonderful, amazing people, and I am ever grateful that you spend your time, continue to spend your time with me, and I hope you have Had a little bit of fun over the last 3 hours this game night. I'm going to be back on Thursday night. We are going to raid Flagellant Lounge, and we're going to say I am the weird old guy who hosts the quiz. Because indeed, that is what I am, and tomorrow that is going to be thrown into even sharper contrast than it normally is when I'm hosting a quiz for people who weren't alive when I first hosted the quiz. So let's go and raid Flagellant Lounge and say I am the weird old guy who hosts the quiz. You have been watching Game Night with me, Royal Flush. Until next time, be splendid and wonderful and marvellous and safe. And as always, take care, peace out, and good night.
That's lame, dude.